We suspected it would happen, and it did. Donald Trump exploding after getting metaphorically caught in bed with Vladimir Putin with regard to post-presidency meetings and sending Putin COVID tests when they were difficult to find in the United States. Let me remind you what this is about, then I'll tell you Trump's reaction. Earlier this week, I told you on the program that in Bob Woodward's forthcoming book, Woodward reveals that in the 3.5 years after Donald Trump's presidency ended, he had 7 phone calls with Vladimir Putin. They were previously undisclosed, Trump mentioning, "I've spoken to Putin" during the debate, which made people wonder, what the hell is he talking about? We didn't know about that. And indeed, Bob Woodward says, yes, they've spoken 7 times. In addition to that, Bob Woodward reveals that during the time of the peak of the COVID pandemic, when there were tests were very difficult to find in the United States, Trump had tests sent to Putin for what's being described as personal use. Now, I don't think this was necessarily all Putin personally shoving the swabs into his nose, but whatever personal use means to Putin, maybe for political favors, maybe for friends and family, who the hell knows? But that's the reporting from Bob Woodward. As predicted, this sent Trump for a complete and total loop, Trump not taking it well. The Trump campaign putting out a statement attributed to Communications Director Stephen Chung. But I think as soon as you see the language here, you will see that this is very much Trumpian language, not Chung language. Trump reacting to this reporting by saying, quote, "None of these made-up stories by Bob Woodward are true and are the work of a truly demented and deranged man who suffers from a debilitating case of Trump derangement syndrome. Woodward is an angry little man and is clearly upset because President Trump is successfully suing him because of the unauthorized publishing of recordings he made previously. President Trump gave him absolutely no access for this trash book that either belongs in the bargain bin of the fiction section of a discount bookstore or used as toilet tissue. Trump would know about toilet tissue. Woodward is a total sleazebag who has lost it mentally, and he's slow, lethargic, incompetent, and overall a boring person with no personality." Now, again, that's being attributed to Trump's communications director, Stephen Chung. I very much question whether Stephen Chung wrote that, given that it is verbatim the way Trump writes. Every projection is a confession. It's Trump who's demented, not Bob Woodward. It's Trump who's deranged, not Bob Woodward. And they recognize that this information is terrible before the election. I don't believe, on Fox they're saying, is the hurricane the October surprise? I'm not characterizing whether any of these things are October surprises, but this isn't a favorable release of information for Trump in the context of trying to win just 3.5 weeks from now. And at this point, every reaction from Trump, no matter what comes out, oh, civilly liable for sexual assault, convicted, scared to be on 60 Minutes, scared to debate again. It's blah, blah, blah fake news, blah, blah, blah election interference. I'm a victim. I'm a martyr. No one's been treated less fairly than me. Now, Donald Trump also appeared on Newsmax for an interview with Rob Schmitt. The clip has been deleted from the internet. I wasn't able to find it. But this issue of Bob Woodward came up during Trump's interview with Rob Schmitt. And Trump again just went for ad hominem personal attacks. I think Woodward is a real jerk. I think he's out of it. Trump saying about Bob Woodward. Now, Trump and his campaign have also denied that any of this is true with regard to the COVID tests, but we now have heard from Russia's Kremlin that, yes, Donald Trump did send Putin COVID tests at the height of the pandemic. We'll talk about that on the bonus show, and you have to remember that Trump lies all the time, and the Kremlin lies all the time. So we are in a situation where we are forced to decide which habitual liar do we believe this time? One of them must be telling the truth in the sense that Trump is saying he didn't send COVID tests. Putin is saying Trump did send COVID tests. Either he did or he didn't. And so one of the habitual liars is telling the truth. We're going to try to sort of unpack it on the bonus show. So that'll be later. Make sure you're subscribed at joinpacman.com. Make sure you are subscribed on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/The David Pakman Show, as we are really at the end here of the 2024 election, 20-something days to go. We'll know the outcome soon, and then we will regroup and figure out what's next.
People in the audience know that I have never had a cat. And so many of my friends have said, you've got to meet my cat. My cat's awesome. And they're always right. And I end up loving the cat. And that's why I love that one of our sponsors today is Smalls, who make cat food with human grade ingredients. Smalls uses protein-packed recipes with no preservatives or artificial flavors, using ingredients that you'd find in your own fridge. That's why Cats.com named Smalls the best overall cat food. And Smalls works with the Humane Society. They've donated over $1 million worth of food to help cats, and they even give you a chance to donate at checkout for vaccines, spaying, and neutering. I have a friend who recently switched to Smalls for his cat. I can tell you firsthand, his cat's food smells way better now. And it's because of the human-grade ingredients that Smalls uses. No more weird odor filling the house. After switching to Smalls, 88% of cat owners reported overall health improvements. And the team at Smalls is so confident your cat will love the product that they will refund you if your cat won't eat the food. Now is the time to make the switch to Smalls. Head to smalls.com/Pacman and use promo code Pacman at checkout for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. The link is in the description.